President Trump unleashing an immigration enforcement machine, carrying out his promise to secure our southern border and the northern one. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is visiting active duty military in El Paso, Texas, who are working alongside now Border Patrol agents. They've been there. The numbers are getting bigger for Trump. We have new images of the United States Marines arriving at Guantanamo Bay, where violent illegal immigrants will be detained. Also this, the Trump administration has been working round the clock to round up and deport criminal illegals on flights out of our country. Trump's crackdown has also sparked protesting across the country. In Dallas, people taking to the streets waving Mexican flags. In Los Angeles, police in riot gear forming a human barricade to shut down a protest that was blocking the busy 101 freeway. And in another surprising video, protesters burned the American flag. Well, whose side are they on?
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, YAHAWAHSHI'S, Rakah, Quadash, double honors to apostles of GMS, and a sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. This is probably going to be a short video, nothing off the wall, but this is, it's still funny because now Trump is doing what he said he wanted to do since the first time he really ran, but here you have Ishikar trying to escape his curses to basically come to a place that's supposed to benefit them, but it's a bigger curse than anything. And they fall for the hook, line, and sinker. But here it is. Actually, it's like it. But here it is, the image that they had that they would be welcome to get more benefits, especially since they hear of their other brothers coming in, going to work because they actually get money from construction and stuff. They ain't being welcomed warmly. They haven't been welcomed warmly in years, technically, but they still find ways to come over and try to get a job, even if they had to swat a place. But yeah, this is actually just going to become really funny at this point because the hope they had this place is pissing them off. So, and it's still funny to me. They here in this place, they got their flags up, the very flags that they actually trying to escape from that place, to come in as a society and burn the flag that they wanted to come into. So I'm just sitting back, just enjoying the sight, just laughing at this, because the hope that these people have in this place is astounding, really. Because even our of course, it should cost a lot of people, but I mean our people as a whole, and especially the ones that's already born in this wicked society, they have such high hopes for this place that when nothing's going their way, they throw a fit. And if the people here that's born here doesn't stand a chance, Ishikar definitely don't stand a chance. But of course, I say that with reason, because you do have a lot of Ishikar coming over, especially in the state of where I'm at, that actually is getting jobs and actually is blowing Jake out of the way because a lot of Jake's stuck on weed. They don't act right. They got the worst attitude. So even the mayor here is like, look, why not hire these Mexicans so we could get them for cheap labor? Because we got a lot of them in construction. That's basically there for cheap labor. Who doesn't want that? That's why the mayor here is having a fit, trying to go against Trump, because he don't want to leave. He don't want to lose his profitable slaves. So, actually, I'm gonna jump right into this part real quick, because the deportation. Now, I can't. I was trying to get the one for 2025, but of course, it just started, so they ain't going to have a number of how many people they already took in so far. I think, because the last one I saw in January was like 500, so I don't know what it is now this month. Probably 1,000, probably more, who knows. But this is from 2016 to 2019, and as you can see, it's from 331,000 to 359,000. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, so that's from 2016 to 2019. I don't really imagine what it is in 2024, but I don't think it was real heavy. Actually, no. Actually, at that time, from 2020 to 2024, they was actually letting a lot of more in. So even the border patrol said screw it, because I forgot I did a video on it, and they just kind of left the gate open. They just standing there, two border patrols, letting in a whole bunch of Ishikar. So I can imagine it was probably significantly less removals during Biden's time than it is now, or at least back then. So yeah, things about to get real crazy now, especially since it's confusing because the main thing they was talking about during 2020 to 24 was a bunch of Ishikars coming in, getting jobs. Now Trump comes in and try to basically get rid of them, or at least trying to. People still having a fit. And it's funny because I'm like, you no matter who you put in office, nobody's happy. But see, this is the game that people fall into when they're so spoiled, nothing ever works for them. This is what people get when they fall into this stuff. So I'm gonna go straight into the scripture. This is Micah 6:12. It says, "For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth." And this is, of course, primarily to them rats, because they set up everything. They set up the events, what goes on, the laws, what they put in, and what they take out, and the list goes on. And of course, they set up the puppet heads, whether it be your presidents or your spokesmen or your the representatives of which the black community or so on and so forth. They put the people then took the bait, and the things that they're being told, that these people are being told, sounds like good things, but it's just bringing them to their own. It just bringing distress to these people. They pissed off. You name it. That's why they throwing riots, just like in that video where Ishikar's throwing riots because they thought they was welcome. Come to find out they're not. Because I guarantee you, just like these other foreigners that wants to come over to convert, not to do business, but to convert to this society's ways, probably done watched it from TV, B, heard it from people that work over here, or C, saw it online and was looking up a whole bunch of stuff, heard freedoms and all this other stuff. People get to do what they want to do, and then like, screw this, I'm coming over here. And then things backfire. I mean, I had a Russian teacher that actually came over to be converted, got a citizenship and everything, because he said, because at that time Russia wasn't having it, because he was a flame. So he said he had to flee. Mind you, I was in high school. That was back in, I think, 2012. He said he's been there, I think prior to that, an extra 10 years, I think. So yeah, I think it was actually 10 years, something like that. So yeah, they wasn't having that stuff. So they hear about this stuff, come over, and then when things don't go the way they think, they're disappointed. They're throwing a fit. Now, especially nowadays, it's all about riots. That's the biggest trend since 2020. Actually, since 2015. We want to be technical. This is Isaiah 5:11. It says, "Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them." And this is basically going for anybody, as I mentioned, for examples, anybody that wants to come over here and actually try to make it in a society. Again, they see all this stuff that goes on, and they want to come over and make the biggest money because they hear this is the land of opportunity, the land of milk and honey. And they just being deceived as much as our people are being deceived. Because the people born here are naturally born here and can't even get as high as they want to be. That's not to say they can't become doctors and lawyers and some other stuff, but it's a high amount of Esau that become that before us. You see a lot of us still stuck in the ghettos, or still doing BS stuff. And these people come over, it's like, yeah, I want to do these. I want to make this high making money, and then they stuck in the same hole as our people. Still ain't getting nowhere. They doing the whole flame party and everything, but don't even make anything for it. Why? Because they converted. Unlike their business people that actually end up making more money than them. And yes, you could look that up too. That is the actual thing. So this is, and it says woe here, which means destruction. So destruction to anybody that falls in line with this stuff, that actually loves it here, because you ain't getting far in anything. Even the sellouts here ain't really doing anything or even making it here. Why? Because they sold out. Number one, that money or anything they buy with it is temporary. So they would probably been better off just working some other job that's more honest than whatever they sold out for. Because that's just a temporary paradise that comes with a lot of hell behind it. Especially if you piss off the people that you're employed to. That's your ass. Probably literally. This is Proverbs 11 and 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So anybody that falls in line with this place, they're going to be destroyed with it. Except for the ones that the Lord wakes up out of this madness, because I was once part of this world that had something that I wanted to do, but the Lord woke me up from it. Various other brothers to pretty much guide us out of the lies that we was told to. But again, it said throw hand join in hand, so that even includes the heathens that be coming over to make business with this place. Why? Because they make money off of us. They had their hand in our captivity, so they gotta pay too. As I mentioned, even with Malachi 4:1, once this place burns, because this place is a tree that has roots all over the earth, them flames are gonna come. That trouble and escalation is gonna come down to these other empires that gotta fall along with this place. Because the Lord is going to establish righteous rulership on the earth. None of this wickedness, none of these heathens. So everything will be set back in order. There won't be any of us running to our enemies to get jobs. We will be having everything set straight. So that's pretty much all I want to go into that. So Lord willing, this is edifying with that. Shalom.